Well, hey there team, and welcome to Stationeers. Well, hey there team, and welcome back to our Stationeers run. Okay, I'm hungry. We'll probably deal with that ASAP. Let's deal with that now. So we're sort of plodding along. Glad to see this is still so popular. We're building momentum, actually. A lot of people watching my older stuff. And by older, just earlier in the series. And this is wonderful. The more the merrier, I say. Now, as always, like I said, I appreciate hints and tips and all that. I mean, you get some oddballs, you know, they know how to do it better and all that. And I'm like, okay, right, but I don't think you get the spirit of it. What we might actually do is adjust that. We'll just try and suck back a little bit of power there at the end. Or is that the beginning? I can't tell. Wait, is this sunrise or not? I thought it was sunset. No, I think that's... Yeah, that's definitely rising. Look at the stars. Nice. Okay, well that's not so terrifying because I was like, oh god, we're a bit low on power. No, so if you have any questions or anything like that, again, I think I'm fairly good at explaining basic stuff, and I'm no expert at this game. I don't really Google it much or anything like that, but I feel that if maybe you did want answers, I can try and help. But there seems to be more and more people in the comments that actually know what they're doing as well. So I'm sure they'd be more than happy to help you out too. So we're just going to grab that and switch that there, just because we've got that warning. Right, I also got very excited when I realised that there were turbines in this game. And then I investigated a little bit. Apparently there's no nuclear power yet, so that uranium doesn't have a use yet. But that doesn't change the fact that at the end of the day, all that really does is create heat. It's a heat generator. We're not going to go into the nuclear theory of it, not that that's really matters. The fact is that nuclear power generates heat, which is then used to run a steam turbine. Now, you can't do steam in this game either, but you can still do a gas turbine. I suppose you could use liquid as well. But essentially, we've got the sun. The sun generates heat. We've got all sorts of heat sources that we're trying to get rid of, but we might be able to, further down the track, harness them into a turbine sort of heat engine scenario and then go from there. But anyway, I'm getting very excited. I don't Google this game very much, but because it's getting more popular, I'm starting to look into it a little bit more. I don't want to wreck the fun. I enjoy the discovery. All right, so here's our little grow room that we're going to be doing. Oh, that lip is going to kill me. I'll brief as we move because we need to get this work done. But essentially, we want to seal in this door, so we're going to need plastic torch. Plastic torch. We're going to need plastic sheets and a welding torch. Okay, so where is that? There was something else I was very excited about. But, oh, it can't be that important if I've forgotten. Just you know, always thinking about the next step. You know. Oh, geez, that was quite a hitch, wasn't it? Alright, so... I was thinking, I wonder if you can make super closed systems, like almost self-sustainable, and I came to realise that, apart from the fact that we're in vacuum, but even on other planets, you can get trace amounts of H2, or whatever they call it, volatiles, in the atmosphere, so you could create like an infinite cycle, but the problem is water. I don't think there's any natural sources of water other than just mining. I got very excited about the idea that you might be able to make a totally self-sustaining everything. 2 glass sheets. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. It doesn't matter just yet. What matters is getting this little CO2 room going, because that's what our current plan is there. We need a crowbar. That's alright, I've got plenty of them. Alright. Alright. Force open. I think you gotta be careful because you can use the crowbar to pull the wall off as well. So my little non-rigged in power system, where I just crowbar the bloody wall off, is dangerous if you look too far to the side. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, so things are going swimmingly, going swell. I also thought, actually, here we go, just really quickly, this might tickle some people as well, because the sun is going to cool our pipe system here, right? And we potentially would run a whole bunch of pipes. It'd be essentially a what do you call it? A condenser, I suppose. Essentially a heat exchanger, right? Well, we're just going to be using it to use the surface area of the pipes to flush heat. But this generates heat, but it is on a grid-based sort of rotation, which is to say we could make something, I don't know, we'll call it a Scarlet tunnel or something. Oh, that sounds a bit sexual. But what we'll do is potentially create a roof and a wall around like that, but with free passage along this axis, right? So what that would do is you'd have this wind, well, it's not even a wind tunnel, it's a cooling tunnel, where the sun will never contact it. So it will always be perpetually sunproof, and because these walls give pure insulation, you could run pipes all up and down the inside of it. It's almost turning into an inner-outer shell sort of boiler exchange, and we'll probably do that at some stage as well. I'd be curious if you can make a boiler. You probably can. I can't see why you can't. All right, so anyway, I'm rambling because I'm getting very excited. We've got our walls. Oh, look at that clipping. I wonder if that's a problem. Oh, doesn't really matter. All right, well, look, there's lots to do. There's lots to do, so I need to focus in. I need to make the little portable plant doodacky. Now, do we make it in this is what I... Wasn't there something... There it is, yeah, I thought we got it early. 10 iron. Okay. Now we put all our iron in here. I don't think there's going to be any harm in... Oh, crap. Hang on. That was only 6. Problem. I believe I've still got a bunch. I've still got a bunch. Right? There we go. I think that's iron. Let's find out. Yeah, that's iron. Alright, let's go in and scare myself again with this room and the heat that I've been putting into it, because it is concerning me a little bit. I'll close this up. Wait for that to close. Let that open. Yeah. Like, how badly do we want to keep this atmosphere for the moment? You know? How much iron have we got there? You know what? I'm going to drop this little bit here. Stuff it. Let's just go. Let's just cook this last bit. Terrifying stuff, team. I just don't want it to be like, and I'm not actually necessarily worried about combustion, to be perfectly honest. I'm just more worried about, you know, things like heat death, damage to systems. How much can these wires take before they burn? You know, I would think that it's not the gas combusting, it's more that I worry about the materials getting hot. Now, granted, we're probably going to have to go much hotter before that becomes a problem, but still, I don't want to push that. That's not something we're trying to figure out just yet. Now set outward. Off you go. Perfect. Nice. But look, at the end of the day, we're building a little bit of atmosphere in there, and that's kind of something that we need to... Well, actually, no, we don't really... Well, no, we will need more to drain into our system. Alright. Now, to be perfectly honest, I will finish building this bloody hydroponic tray, but there are better orders to be doing things right now than this. I just I didn't really hash it out. I've been doing some longer intros. Okay, so now something that makes me wonder is, see, it has a pass through. Now that pass through is for water. I don't suppose, can we rotate this up and down? Probably not, no. Where will we put it? That might be the smartest spot right there, right? Bang. Alright. So it's got a pass through there, but we've only got a canister of water, if you recall, right? And I don't really want to go dealing with my own stuff. So what we might do is similar to the mechanism I was starting to make before, which was like, we can make a little canister exchange. It's okay, I know what I'm going to do, but I'm essentially going to run that canister through a pipe system just to use the current water that we've already got piped or contained. Alright, what we should be doing first is piping out the CO2 ASAP, right? That should be the big priority. Alright, we put the CO2 filter in the back of that, I recall. Alright. Now, the one thing that occurs to me is, how is the filter going to work, right? Because it gives you multiple filters in the back. What I'm saying is, because if it's a filter, well, think about the air system in my suit, right? I breathe it, and I have CO2 filters which are scrubbing the CO2 out of circulation. So I could go either way on, is it going to scrub CO2 into the out? Or is it going to keep CO2 and scrub in the atmosphere and keep the rain there? I still think my first impulse is right, that it will be going out. I think we can just leave this pipe open. I think it counts as like a dead pipe. So, realistically, I mean, I'm not going to overthink it too much. But I think we're... Oh, hang on, no. Because... Oh, I didn't straighten that up. That's going to be you idiot. That's why I don't touch it. Ever since, I can't remember who it was, and it was a good suggestion to just leave it flat and not mess with it, because we don't have a lot of draw. I mean, more and more we are having power issues. That's why I messed with this in the first place. But generally speaking, we can just leave it upright. All right, so this is what I want. Oh, hang on. Tempting. All right, just to be more, complicated, bear with me. I know I want to put that in to back up the system, but whatever. Chill, lady. Because me thinks we're going to chew through this power quite quickly. So me also thinks. Oh, where'd the other one go? Alright. Oh, we've got one in here as well. Cool. So that'll potentially charge during the day through there. And then, I can just jump back and forth. Just a little fix, Alright, here we bloody go. It's got one go button. Let's watch 5 and 76. 4. I probably should have the iPad out. Oh. Look at that. It's scrubbing the CO2 out. Woo! How exciting is that, team? Alright, cool. So we can turn that off now that it's reading 0 CO2. Alright. Okay. I think it worked. Huh? Seal that up. Turn that on. All this stuff. Look, the people are getting triggered because there are a few. And sorry, I think triggered is just the correct word in this particular scenario. Don't worry about it. I don't mind that I'm manhandling a lot of the little bits and pieces. The automation will come. Automation's not our priority just yet. Oh, what am I going up here? Okay, so 50 kPa, so bugger all in there, right? But I think we might be able to analyze it externally, right? All right, so 71, 70, and look at it drop. Look at it drop. That's dropping quite fast, just for a tank. How cool is that? Hey? Things are working, things are going well. All right, cool. Now, we can obviously, I don't know how familiar people are with surface area, but that's the whole point. We could run a long pipe down there and then back like a snake, like on the old Nokias. And that increases the surface area. Essentially, there's more of the gas in this tank will be touching the outside world sort of thing for heat exchange. So, but the heat exchange just in this tank is fine, but we can increase it. I can't really decrease it that much. What we're going to do is we're going to give it a little hat, because I do want to keep it cold. Once the sun starts shining on it, who knows what happens there, right? So. The Scarlet tunnel that we were talking about, I'm not calling it that. That sounds awful. But you know what I'm talking about. Iron sheets. Boom. Boom. Right, so the sun shouldn't touch this. In fact, I'm going to harness this idea to make a turbine system, I think. I'll make a glass room full of gas with turbines in it that runs maybe under the base to an empty room, but there's no sunlight, and then recirculate. I reckon you could probably make a functioning turbine system doing just that. Just the pure pressure changes that'll come on from a fixed volume of gas that heats and cools during the day-night cycle. I think. Let me know what you guys reckon. I mean, it's not like I've gotten out a pen and paper or anything like that, but it makes sense. All right, so cool. So now we've got steadily cooling gas, and then we need to just run it up into this room, right? It's going to go onto here. We're going to need an active vent. I don't think we do have a spare. There we go. Cool. All right. I'll bring some pipe with me. I've only got a little bit, but that's okay. I've got a power warning as well. I have to not forget that. All right, so active vent. We'll put it here because remember we're going to build a second active vent as well. Now, if I can avoid it, I don't want that pipe to touch sunlight. But we also don't want it going through that floor into the hot room, you know? That's right. This will probably be the... Actually, like that might be the go, actually. Just as lower profile as we can get away with, you know? Oh, but then if I put pipe... See how it, like, clips? No, I don't even want to risk that. I already walled this up, didn't I? No, I didn't. I didn't put glass there. Yeah, okay. What if we run it like under here? Yeah. All right. Hang on. So let's make a corner. Oh, that's okay. That's what I want there. Now, if I do that, that's what I want. I don't like if it got any closer. See, it would be clipping through, and I don't want to risk heat exchange. I don't know what that'd do, especially if the wall has pure insulation, but I just don't want that. So that's not a thing. So this will have to come up underneath. Sort of, not quite like that. Let me think about this. Not that, but up one more, right? Are you going to let me go up one more? It's not because I sealed the... Yeah, because I sealed the wall. That's okay. We're going to need a friggin... Is it this that does it? Nice. Get off my face. Alright. Yeah, that's where we're going to want that. Alright, and this will all be undercover, which is wonderful. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Perfect as well. Well, I mean, we're going to make more pipe anyway, but bang. Right? Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. And what we will even do, while I remember, is... that. Piss this off. That. Right. That'll give it a little hat away from the sun. In fact, let's just do it properly. Let's bang. Come here. Boom. Alright, cool. I mean, I guess the sun on that side as well. No, like I said, let's do it properly. This bloody tunnel concept of mine. No, now turn. There we go. Alright. Nice. Alright. So, because that'll get sealed in as well. So the sun shouldn't touch it ever, apart from where it's going to connect at the back. Right, and there's not a huge amount that we can do about that. We're going to have to place that vent higher. That's fine. Alright, well, we're going to need to bend some pipe. That should be pretty straightforward stuff. If I just type... Nope. Oh, how good's the search filter now? I used to play this when that didn't exist. How much do we get? Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's cook a lot. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. God, I wonder how many times I've made that meme and how many people actually get it. Alright. That'll be the last one, I reckon. Good enough. 6 will do us for the moment. How charged is that? No, it still needs work. That's okay. Alright. Also, we'll probably have to put stairs or something there because I don't like using the jetpack because one day it'll run out. One day it will run out and I will bloody pay for it then. I bet I need the drill for this. Hey! He learns! He evolves! Alright. Oh, for Christ's sake. And to put it on the wall, we're going to need the reinforcement. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just get this piping done now while I think of it, right? So it's going to have to go like that, isn't it? Right? But that's good. That'll fit. That'll work. So then the thing will go there, right? But let's go ahead and... Oh, we don't have much cable, do we? See, because we're going to have to run cable out the top of it. Where are we going to run the cable? Not through the door. Where do we have existing cable downstairs? We do. I'd be terrified actually of doing something like that. See that? I wonder if you can get heat transfer along that cable from, the heating of it going through, circumventing the wall, like the roof that's below us. I guess it's a floor from this angle, but in my brain I'm thinking of a roof. All right. I guess we'll just run it along here. Like, is there any reason why we can't? I guess we can just run it out here in the air a bit, right? I'm trying to find the best way to get it back to the grid, you know? It's all a bit fiddly, isn't it? That's alright. We're going to need a shitload of cable, though. Alright. God. I mean, it's probably a good thing that's floaty. Like, it penalises you for piss farting around with the jetpack. You know what? We could go up over the top. Let's just go over the top. That makes more sense to me. Alright. So, if I do that, that's where it's going to fit, right? And then... Right? There's... Wait, what did I just bloody make then? Oh, you buffhead. Alright. Boom. Catch it. Because I'm a god. 3-way. Oh, you know what? I don't have enough cable. Oh, well. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so let's just really quickly check on this, because I'm excited about this. Oh. Oh, I left it on. Whoops. Look at that. It's dropped 30 degrees in not even one day cycle. That's nuts. It's going to be very cold soon, and that's what we want. We want it nice and cold. Alright, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Well, we need cable. We need cable. I mean, is it called cable? Is it called wire? Maybe it is called cable. Oh no, well, I'm not on the electronics thing, and this can make it. We haven't even needed to make an electronic printer, which is nice. Cable. No, that's not it. Cable. There you go. Alright. 0. I have no copper. I've got to stop leaving everything on. Alright, so I must have eaten all my copper. Unless there's some lying around. So there's too many things for my brain to keep track of. Alright. Charge low. Yeah, look, we definitely need to shore up this grid. For sure. But, one thing at a time, right? We get food, whatever. I'm happy then. We can just drop that for the moment. So we need copper. Do we have any in there? You know what? I think... Did we have a copper bar in there? No. No. Oh, look. And it is charging. Look at that. How wonderful. This is so fiddly. It's one of those things that once I get up and running, we're going to be laughing. We're going to have a mad cackle. You know what? I'm just going to have a quick squiz to see if there's any... Or, you know I'm terrified of leaving the base without a tracker. Oh, is that purple part of it? Don't know. Bit of coal. So that's iron. Which, not to get distracted, but it'd be bloody useful to have a bit more iron. You know, get another stack. I know we do have another stack in there. Remember I dropped the loose one just before, but it could not hurt to have some more. There's a stack. Oh, there's the base. Oh, there's volatiles. Look at them during the daylight. Crazy. Hey, that looks coppery to me. Alright, we'll see if we can get a 50 stack out of this. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh, Jesus. And that was it. That's the end of the playthrough. When I fall through there and die. Sneaky devs. I'm terrified of falling through, actually. Yeah, so, I mean, for my base, I could build like a huge tower with a light on it, I suppose. The problem with that, that's something I think a lot of people do in the beginning, and at least in the early days of this game, the draw distance was pretty not good. So, you'd think that was a good idea, but there are technological constraints that stop you from really kicking goals with that. Alright. Yeah. I know. What do you think we're doing? Alright, we'll eat some more bar. Geez, we're going through the food. I haven't really taken stock of how bad it is, but it's bad. I mean, there's eggs and potatoes and that in there that we could eat. But, oh shit. I think we're down to our last food bar. Yeah, straight up, I think we're on our last bar. This is bad. This is bad. Even if we get this built, I don't know if we'll be able to grow in quick enough time. Alright, what am I doing? I got copper. I want to smelt some copper. Right. Let's just go straight in. Bang. Bang. Alright. God, that's not on, is it? Oh, it doesn't really matter. Actually, you know what? We could totally turn it on. How much do we actually get in the end? See, it goes through the power. Holy heck. Alright, that's fine. 12? 12? That'll do for the moment. I know I'm doing it in fits and... What's with the colour? It looks weird in my hand. Alright. Everything's off in here. Yeah, good. Oh, okay. Cool. Chuck this in the machine. Turn this off, I guess. Boom. Does it still remember that I want cable? It does. Geez, how long is it going to take? It's not quick, is it? God, we're going to need so much. It sucks. Could we run it through the floor? Straight up. Maybe. Over. Christ. You know, for all the great plans and big ideas that we've got, this is a, you know, got to still do this fiddly crap. And this is obviously putting a lot of strain on our, you know, network, Our power. Alright, but once we have this rigged in, we can start putting that in. Alright? Not even close to done yet because we need to finish the piping there. Right? That's a problem. We also need to create some sort of ramshackle pipe system for that water intake as well. I mean, it's all workable. The only thing I wonder about, what I might just flush this. I'm getting worried about all this gas in there that's hot. I just don't want it. I don't need it. We might end up just running the scrubber at the same time with the door wide open and scrub whatever CO2 we can out of it. How much has this got left? Whatever. I'll let it go. I was supervising it a little bit because I worry about it all stacking up and then launching into the friggin' stratosphere. Well, not that we have one of those, but you know what I mean. Cable corner, nice. Oh, come on. Let's go higher. Come on. Excuse me. Coughing and spluttering. What's going to be the most unintrusive place to put this, you know? Just run it straight out, I think. I don't like building stuff out like this in the middle of nowhere as well, because like, I get it's a game with a system, but I don't want to ever even come close to the idea of exploiting stuff, you know? Like, could cable really freestand like this? Maybe. I mean, it depends what it's made out of, you know? Or more specifically, like the insulation around it. But, that's not something I'm super worried about right now. Oh god, got such a tickle in my throat. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, so that's all cooked up. Let's collect these now while I remember. Alright, cool. Quick debrief and then we'll finish up. So we'll run the cable so we can put that vent into there. We're gonna run the cable in, connect it, right? We're gonna connect up all these pipes into that as well. So then we have a vent, we have a way of taking cooled CO2 in. Easy, right? I mean, the next step would be to put another vent to do an exhaust to get rid of CO2 that's too warm. Not that worried about that just yet. Like, to be perfectly honest, we could probably just open the bloody door, you know what I mean, and vent a little bit out that way. Also, that's being too hot's not going to be the big problem. Being too cold will quickly become the problem. All right, so we're very close. So essentially, we're just going to finish piping this, finish connecting that with power, and then we're going to glass it all in, and then we have to put a bloody some sort of pipe solution for the canister, which is a pain. You know what I'll do is I'll just check real quick. Where is that? Where is it? There's that spare wrench that I need to actually use. All right. There's our water. All right. What if? What if? No. Can't do anything with that. That's fine. That's fine. I was hoping maybe we could just jam it in or something. We'll come up with something. It'll be fine. Alright, team. Might just leave it there and I will catch you guys on the next one.